Hello and welcome to my channel. I am the Silver Wheel Witch. Today I'm doing another new moon reading for you all. I'm going to be using my energy manifestation spread. And first thing I like to do while I'm shuffling these cards, I did do a pre-shuffle, but I always like to reshuffle as well on screen, is I wanted to mention that right as I was getting ready to do this video, I've been doing a lot of different things today and everything's smooth and fine, but right as I'm getting ready to do this video, I started getting this sense of this heightened energy, almost like this rushed feeling or anxiety type feeling energy, and a need to really stop. Really almost stop, not just slow down, but stop, ground and center and breathe and just really slow down and focus on more intentional movement and preparation. And so I'm very curious to see what the cards have to say today about this energy coming in at this new moon, because like I said, right as I was shuffling to get ready to do this reading, that is what was coming through, was just this like rushed, anxious, go, go, go type energy, and a need to really slow down, almost stop, and really just go inward and breathe. So let's see what we have. So the first card we have is the main energy of this new moon in Capricorn. This is for January 2023. The next card is what's helping or hindering, so basically other energies present. And then we have the energy of what we can focus on or manifest at this time using these main energies that are present. Okay, and then we have earth and water, air, and fire for the elements. And last but not least, that's not the right card. I'm going to do an advice from Spirit. Okay. All right, let me go ahead and make sure that these are in frame. And then I think I'm going to go ahead this time and just go ahead and flip everything over and see what we have. Okay, yep. That's nice. Some very transformative energies. I'll save the advice from Spirit until after we go through the reading. All right. So yes, the energy that I have coming through here, we have the Eight of Cups. So walking away from something, maybe an old way of doing things, an old belief, just an old way of living is what's really coming through, moving into new horizons. But sometimes that leaving the old behind to move into new ventures, new, perhaps some of you are, it could be in the area of work, just your life path in general is really what I'm getting here. So more on a spiritual level, but it may be working its way into your mundane everyday life, if what type of life path changes you're making, if it's not just something like spiritual inward belief systems, if it's maybe completely changing your career, or really those are the two things that are coming through for me. I'm not really pulling up anything else. So either just your spiritual beliefs are changing, and or your career, or maybe a combination of the two. Those are the type of things that I'm getting here. And with the Devil card coming in, it doesn't make this very much easier. This card is not really helping in the sense, well, Okay, I take it back. As soon as I said that, it popped right into my mind that sometimes these obstacles are there so that you can see the way things really are in order to help you move on. But whether this energy is helping or not, either way, it may not make it feel easier, if that makes sense. A necessary and wanted awareness of how things are and what you want and what you're moving towards might not feel good to face down your fears or your past or things that you have gone through, but it is important to acknowledge it and to see where you're going to help motivate you forward, to be resolute in what you want going forward. And that ties in very nicely with the Hierophant card. Definitely on the spiritual aspect, I'm getting here that many of you might be really making some sort of change in a career move from less of a like mundane job to maybe moving into something that is more spiritual or giving, like in service to others type of a job, as opposed to sitting behind a computer. You might be getting out there and doing something that benefits the community or people in general, giving to others in a way, in service. So the energies at this time are really good for working towards that, to focus, putting your focus on that, to getting up here to the horizon where you're moving to, and just acknowledging, like with this meditation, like just let it go. If things come up, you release it and let it go, and you keep on moving forward. So anything that comes up with this Devil card is definitely worth acknowledging, but see it as a lesson or an awareness, and let it go and move on forward to your true calling. Okay, so we've got a lot of we've got 3 major arcanas here. In the Earth position, we have the World card. How wonderful is that? I'm getting that as like a big picture type energy. So usually when we think of Earth energy and grounding, a lot of times it's very personal and individual, and the symbolism might come up as in like literally shooting roots down into the earth to ground and center yourself. But the energy I'm getting here is the earth as a whole, like on a big picture. Again, coming back to this feeling of some of you possibly switching careers in a direction that is in service to others, or in service to the world, or in service to helping others level up, whether that's a spiritual job or a mundane job, or even your belief systems. For some of you, if you're not going through a major change in beliefs or career path specifically, just embracing your life path and your beliefs, whether they are in alignment with other people or not. There's a lot of different beliefs out there. And what I'm getting is that it could even just be that you being brave enough to stand confidently in your power, knowing who you are and what you believe, that setting an example to others is going to actually, you just being you is going to help other people. So you do you kind of energy here, but in a way that that in you doing so, and you going inward, in you embracing yourself and your path and who you are, can have a huge effect on others who are standing by and watching, and you don't even realize it. They may not even realize the influence that it may be helping them in some way. Okay, and so then for water emotions, we have the Emperor here. He's very confident, cool, collected. I feel like emotionally, there's a lot of emotional stability here at this time. Maybe there wasn't always, but again, playing in with these other energies here, it's all about timing, right? So these energies are present, and if this reading is calling to you at this time and resonating with you, then the time is now. The timing is right. You are in a good emotional space to really embrace these changes. Very mature, that's what I'm getting. Like an emotional maturity has a certain level of emotional maturity has been received. Yeah, I guess received is the right word, but through a lot of hard work, right? You have finally obtained this emotional security, and that is really putting you in a good place to do this work and these changes that you're going through. Okay, and so then for air, we have the Page of Swords. I love this Page of Swords. She is so in thought, in reading, even though she's walking on this, tightrope across this big, huge open divide. And it's, her thoughts are like balloons holding her up. But she doesn't even have a care. She's not worried about that things might look, horrible or dangerous. She's sound and secure, and she is doing the work that she needs to do to learn what she needs to know, to advance, to level up, to get to where she's going. So I think mentally there's a lot of stability there as well, even if the outside circumstances kind of want to fool you. So maybe the changes that you're making, maybe you can't see them yet in your real world, and so maybe it feels a little risky, but the changes that are being made at this time, or that can be made and accessed at this time with these energies, are world-changing energies, whether it's your own personal world or those around you. But I'm really getting a bigger picture here, some intense energy, but all very positive. Even the Devil card coming up against the Eight of Cups is like lessons to kind of remind you where you've been and what you've come through, and give you that confidence that you've got this. Like, you've been through worse, it's just the timing is finally right for you to move forward with what you're working on with your life path. Okay, and so then we have, for action, we have the King of Swords. And how fitting is it that even though we have this very strong, balanced, stable, mental energy up here, that we have the King of Swords down here in action. And as you can see, he is sitting atop this hill, and he's resting. So we're pulling that back into that energy that I was feeling at the beginning of this. This is a lot of intense energy. This is some big changes for a lot of people out there. Though you are emotionally stable and mentally stable, and you are grounded and ready to go out there and show the world who you are, and have possibly some really good influence on, you know, helping to support or be in service to others out there. At the same time, with all those big energies, it can feel pretty intense. And so the King of Swords is saying, chill, relax, you've got this. You've got it under control. You know what you're doing. You're balanced and stable. So take a step back, take a deep breath. Sometimes things may not go as quickly as you want to, but what you don't realize is that you're already on top of the mountain. You've already reached that summit of preparation. And so now you're ready to go from the top here to leveling up a level. So again, I feel like this King of Swords is really saying to slow down, take a deep breath, and look at the bigger picture as you're moving forward. You don't want to just barrel through these changes at this time. It's already in motion. So, you know, one step at a time. Okay, so with that, let's see what we have for advice from Spirit. Oh, look at that. There's some positive, happy changes. And I love this depiction of the Nine of Cups because it's like she's just full of this joy that she's obtained, and she is just blasting it out to the universe, to everyone around her. All those cups are being projected outward to others, sharing with others her joy. It's a very positive reading and some very positive changes. So I would say, you know, the main message here is to really embrace the life path changes that you've been working towards. And just remember, though, to slow down from time to time here and take a look at the big picture and take one step at a time. But all in all, beautiful message, this new moon. Almost like having spent a ton of time going inward, you are now ready to expand outward with light and joy and wisdom and everything good. It's just a beautiful, beautiful message, and it's going to end up being in service to others as well at the same time. So, very beautiful. All right, well, I hope that connected with you. Let me know what your thoughts are down in the comments, and I will see you all next time. Have a blessed day.